You know that bottle of apple cider vinegar sitting in your pantry? Well, it turns out it's way more than just an ingredient for salad dressing. It's actually this incredible wellness tool that people have been using for thousands of years. So today, we're going to break down 10 of its most surprising and powerful daily uses.
Hey, before we get started, I just want to be clear. Everything we're talking about today is solid. It's all unbiased, fact-checked, and it's been looked over by qualified health professionals. So you can feel really good about the science behind all these benefits.
So what's the magic behind it all? Well, it really comes down to one key thing, a compound called acetic acid. That's the active stuff that forms when it ferments. And what's so cool is that modern science is now backing up what ancient civilizations figured out a long time ago. This acid is the real deal, the powerhouse behind ACV's benefits.
And listen, this is not some new health fad. We're talking ancient history here. Its use goes all the way back to Hippocrates, the father of modern medicine. So yeah, this is one remedy that has definitely stood the test of time.
Okay, so here's our game plan. We'll start with how ACV can boost your internal health, then we'll jump into beauty and hygiene, and then cover its uses as a home remedy. And super important, we'll talk about how to use it safely before we wrap everything up.
All right, first up, let's talk about what ACV can do for your internal health. We're going to see how this simple liquid can support your body's most essential functions, right from the inside out.
Let's start with a big one, weight loss. Check this out. In a 12-week study, the people who drank about 2 tablespoons of ACV every day, they actually lost more weight than the folks who didn't. The thinking here is that it helps you feel fuller, so you just naturally end up eating fewer calories. Pretty cool, right? Okay, next up is blood sugar regulation, and this is huge. Taking some ACV after a meal that's heavy on the carbs can improve your insulin sensitivity by up to 34%. That is a massive help for anyone trying to avoid those crazy blood sugar spikes after eating.
And what about your gut? Well, ACV acts as a natural prebiotic, which is just fantastic for your digestive system. What that means is it helps the good bacteria in your gut thrive. Just a tablespoon in some water about 20 minutes before you eat can help get your stomach ready for digestion, breaking down food better and helping to stop that uncomfortable bloating afterward.
Now, on to heart health. And, while we definitely need more research here, some of the early studies on animals are pretty promising. They suggest ACV could help with cholesterol, specifically by boosting the HDL, that's the good cholesterol, which is so important for a healthy heart. Okay, we've talked about what's going on inside. So let's switch gears and talk about the outside. Because believe it or not, ACV can be a total game changer for your beauty and personal hygiene routine. If you struggle with acne or even just dry skin, you're going to want to listen to this. You could make a super simple, all-natural skin tonic. Just mix 1 part apple cider vinegar with 2 parts water. Dab it on with a cotton ball, and it helps get your skin's pH back in balance. Plus, its antibacterial power helps fight off breakouts. So simple, but so effective. And hey, it's not just for your face. The same idea works wonders for your hair. A quick rinse made from 1 part ACV and 1 part water can help detangle, get rid of all that gunk from hair products, and leave your hair feeling super smooth and shiny. Okay, here's one you probably haven't thought of. Using it as a mouthwash. Seriously, because it's so good at killing bacteria, it's fantastic for fighting the very germs that cause bad breath. Just a quick gargle with some diluted ACV can act as a really powerful deodorizer. All right, let's move on to our next section. ACV as a go-to home remedy. This is where some of its most traditional, time-tested uses really come into play. Again, it all comes back to that amazing antibacterial power. People have been using ACV to clean and sanitize things for centuries. And it's not just an old wives' tale. Science totally backs it up. It's been shown to stop bacteria like E. coli in its tracks and can even tackle other nasty things. Got that first little tickle of a sore throat coming on? This is a great trick. Since ACV kills germs, it's a perfect remedy. Just mix about a teaspoon of it into a glass of water and gargle. It goes right after the germs causing the problem and can give you some pretty fast relief. And what about a stuffy nose? Yep, ACV can help with that too. It's got potassium in it, and potassium is great for thinning out mucus. When that happens, it helps relieve all that awful sinus pressure. You can try drinking it in some warm water to get things moving. Okay, listen up, because this next part is really, really important. We've gone over all the amazing benefits, but we absolutely have to talk about how to use apple cider vinegar safely so you don't run into any problems. So here are the golden rules. These are non-negotiable. Number 1,
Always dilute it. Never, ever drink it straight. That acid can seriously damage your throat and stomach. Number 2, think about your teeth. The acidity can wear away your enamel over time, so be mindful of that. And number 3, if you're taking any medication, especially for blood sugar, you have to talk to your doctor first. That's an absolute must.
So, let's pull this all together. When you really think about it, from helping your digestion to clearing up your skin to even disinfecting things around the house, apple cider vinegar is honestly one of the most versatile wellness tools you can possibly have in your kitchen.
And this really says it all, doesn't it? It's not just for one thing. It's a holistic tool that can help your whole body, supporting you from the inside out. It's just a simple kitchen staple, but it's one you definitely shouldn't overlook.
And that pretty much wraps us up. It kind of makes you think, right? As you look around your own home, what other powerful wellness tools are already sitting right there on your kitchen shelf, just waiting to be discovered?